Can you make a vault in TaleSpire? I'm talking, of course, about the vaults from Fallout, and myself being old enough to have played Fallout 1 when it came out, I really have a weak spot for those constructions. But I've never tried building it in TaleSpire and figured that's probably not possible. I was proven wrong. Right now there's a fantastic vault on TalesTavern made by Beefy Lettuce, and I recommend very much to go and check it out. It is absolutely fantastic, and it really inspired me. I have to try this myself. There's some very, very smart decisions made on it that I'm gonna copy, and I'm gonna show you how to do it yourself. Now, I haven't really planned this out other than gathering here what I like to call a palette. These are all of the objects I assume I will need for building a vault that looks like one of the Fallout vaults. So, join me as I make an attempt. No guarantees here, because we might just find that it does not look as good as Beefy Lettuce, or really works with the aesthetic that I am interested in doing. So let's see. Let's start with just laying down a floor here. Let's see, 16 by 24. I was watching its NCAT video, and he had such a great tip that I realized I've been doing subconsciously, but I've never mentioned it. So here it is. Anytime you're building something, try to do it in groups of 2 tiles. Don't do it in 3s and 5s and 7s, and that's not going to do you any favors when you're trying to put down maps or just trying to structure your map in general. Very good concept there. It's NCAT. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below if I can, and you can check it out too. Honestly, check out all of its NCAT's videos, because they can teach you so much. Absolutely stellar stuff, all of it, and I'm learning something new every time I watch a video from him. So yeah, very awesome. Now I am going to try, let's see here, I'm gonna go with this one for the interior for now. I might change my mind on that in 2 seconds, but we'll see. Now, the original Vault 13 has a cave outside. I won't have time to do that today, but check out my cave tutorial if you want to see how to build some more interesting caves in TaleSpire. But I will try to get it as close as I can to the original build, looking at it right now. Okay, so let's start with the big door, because we will need to. And the way we're gonna do that, I'm gonna turn these. I don't think I can use them, but just in case. The way we're gonna fake the door, and I haven't done this very often, but that is, we're gonna convert this wheel here to a prop. So I hit tab, convert prop to creature, point at the item I want to convert, and voila, we can now move this around as if it was a creature. We can't really build with it anymore, but we don't need to. We just need it to look good. And those vault doors are iconic. Now here I am right-clicking, GM tools, set size, and 4x4. You can do this to any size you like, but in our case, we want it to be big enough to look like a vault door. I'm gonna move it back here. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Okay. Just gonna move it and use Alt to adjust it. Okay, I think that's pretty aligned. Interesting. Ah, I see now. Okay, we're gonna move it upwards here. Nope, can't do that. Alright, let's see. Let's see here. I'm gonna bring that up. And let's try it again. Can we put him up here? Is that allowed? Yes, that is allowed. Okay. Let's try to align it. Oh, no. And we're gonna move him just a little bit too. This is gonna be really hard. I'm just holding down Alt. And then if I move him... oh, it's gonna be tough. Come on. This is like lock picking in Skyrim. Oh, wait. I think that worked. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna build around this vault entrance. And just kind of hide the base somehow. Let's see what we can do with that. I think I'm gonna try to build some sort of like staircase-ish thing around it to start. Oh, these are nice too, but and then I'm thinking these guys. I only have a vague memory of what Beefy Lettuce did. I'm not gonna try to copy, just gonna try to learn from his brilliance. Okay. Okay, now can I... Oh, I can. Interesting. Very interesting. That is very, very interesting. Okay. We'll probably use some tiles or props or something. A little bit smaller around here to create some sort of groove. Yep. We'll see about that. And I see we're gonna go one more round here with the outside. I'm gonna put some rock around here. And are we going to... Oh yeah. I'm gonna definitely be racing this. Will this work for us? Ooh. Maybe it does. Oh no. It is just one off. Of course, that could be fixed by me just moving the big guy here. But if I do... okay. I just need him to move one step forward. Or 2 step back? Okay. Come on. Okay. Maybe that worked. Maybe that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Yeah. Close enough. I don't think I'll ever get it closer than that, so I'm not gonna pretend as if I can. And then we're just gonna cover up here. Yes! Yes! I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. This fills my heart with joy. Alright. Don't really have a full plan here, so I hope this is... Okay. Gonna put these on the side. Maybe we need one of those little... These blocks here, too. Like so. Yeah. Kinda... Yeah, I think that works. And then what we're going to do, we are going to bring in some rocks. Actually, going a little bit too big here, so I'm going to bring this in a little bit. It's easy to get lost. I want this build to be very tight, very small, easy to look at. Yep. And just gonna extend this. I'm gonna put it here too, but I expect... Oh no! Oh no, I know. Oh! Hold on. That kind of looks better. You can actually see the... Yes! Well, it's close enough, everybody. It's close enough. You can't spend your life... Yeah, because if we build a wall there... Yes, we will. Okay, what wall will be good? I think... I was thinking of using the concrete here, because this looks too old and rusty to me. I mean, maybe it's an old vault, but we're kind of trying to get as close to Vault 13 as we can. So it's not the worst. It's okay. Okay. Let's assume that that is great, and we'll continue with that for the time being. Of course, on the other side you won't see it, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little doorway there. Use this guy. I'm pretty sure this is what baby lettuce? No, beefy lettuce did as well. And that line, it's not perfect, but it's close enough. For my sanity's sake, that's gonna have to be close enough. I think this is what beefy lettuce did as well. Let's hit K and get some light on this. It's too bad you're gonna see that. Oh, okay, it's not really it's not perfect because you can see that you can't get out. But I think if you're gonna like get some players and they could imagine this, I mean, imagine if you were building this in real life, you wouldn't be able to open the door most likely anyways. Actually, that would probably be really easy. In real life, that would actually be really easy if you made this as a tabletop terrain. But you know what I'm saying. You gotta use a little bit of make-believe here. Okay. Well, let's see. We're gonna go with that, and I'm gonna build up the cave around here. Again, it won't be okay, but I'm gonna use a little bit of these pieces to kind of help guide me in the beginning. And we also need some rock. Let's just use these rocks. Just fill up the this is where we're gonna have the bedrock, of course. There we are. I'll just fill in all of this because I can tell we are a little bit higher with the vault itself. And that's fine. We can work with that. It's kind of like the outside part is not going to conform to the rest of what we're building, but that's okay. That is okay with us. I'm going to go with that, even though I think there are several textures that would be sort of more appropriate. So if you're doing this yourself, choose what you wish. Yes. Okay, we're gonna make this a little thicker here. That'll do the trick. Now the walls themselves inside of the interior, I am torn between several. I do like this guy. He's a very good piece. I've always found this piece to be very, very versatile for so many things. And I think it's the one I'm gonna use for this build. Let's see. At least in the hallway outside. Oh no. There we go. And I'm not gonna make this as long as the original. Even though I could, but I want this again to be a tight build. I don't want it to be overly huge. So let's see here. Can we use this guy? Here again is the benefit of using building in twos, everything. Like if I did this as like a 5 wide hallway, you would run into all sorts of problems, and that's just not fun. So let's see here. Do we have no other pieces that are good for corners? Well, you know what? I always like this one. When in doubt, I will go with that. And then make a little bit of a floor here. So we're gonna have like the outside a little rustier. I hope that the interior can be a bit more clinical. Let's see here. How do they build it? Okay, so there's a little hallway, a little hallway, a little hallway, a little hallway. Okay, it's mostly hallways. Let's go with something brighter for the interior. I'm gonna start simple. I might change that, but just laying down this will help me gauge very quickly what I am working with. Here are... It's gonna look very clean. Like so. I think we're gonna... Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Now this is... I really want to like this piece, but it doesn't fill in anything, which I find troublesome. The question is like, what is the best way of filling in this rock? Because I want it to look filled in here. We could use these on the outside, which I was planning on using these for just the outside. But I didn't want to use them for the interior. It just looks too bright. I want it to feel darker on the inside there, so let's see. Okay. I think that's gonna work. I think that's gonna work. Oh! Oh! Oh no! How did this happen? How unprofessional of me. So these are aligned to the floor, but these guys on the outside are not? Incredible! Why do I even build? Well, that does work to our advantage. I did want it to be a little higher here, so I will just fill that in with something else. Huh. Who knew? Okay. We can just raise these. Really just trying to do a little bit of a diorama situation here. I guess I don't need that one technically. Okay. Can I hide that somehow? Hide these gaps. It's a little bit of imperfection, but I think I can fix that with maybe It's a little bit too bright on the sides there. That one. Let's see here. And again, I'm just double clicking to multiply the pieces here. If you're watching and wondering what the hell I'm doing. Okay, okay, look at that. Oh, just bleed through a little bit here, but can get rid of that. Okay, okay. And then we can use a girder. It's called a girder. I think it's a girder. We can use a girder to cover the other part here. Let's see. Ooh, I should have been looking in here from the beginning. Let's see here. There we are. I'm just gonna bleed that over like so. Maybe we align this so it feels like it's meant to be part of that. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. It's tempting to add a cog on there, but it's not how those things look in the actual game, so I won't do it. And then let's use the same trick here. And we're just holding down X, so I get the snap function. Okay. Alright. And I think it's pretty obvious we're gonna put this guy. Oh. The thing is, I'm very worried about touching this giant thing, because if I do, I can't undo it. If you move a mini, you can't undo the move as if you're building. So, yeah, hopefully I won't do that. Then I'll have to redo all of these things again. It's probably this one is the better of the two sides. I'm gonna try with that. Yeah, it's pretty vault-like. What does it look like if we do it the other way? Just disappears. Okay. Let's try again. This is also decent. I think they're both good. I think I like this one right now. I might change my mind. No, where are they going? Huh. I think I like this one because it makes it look less like a fan. But I think both options are very good options. Is that... I want this to be as aligned as possible. I think that's as close as I'm gonna get. I put a small one on the front. They keep disappearing. Not used to seeing that. Oh, it's not aligned. Is it? No, no, it's not. This is where this like jumping part with the... Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. I don't mind it. Maybe we have a little bit of something below here. No, it's probably not necessary. Okay, let's see. I want to fill this this rock in here, but again, I don't like these. They are not doing it for me. So And I'm not gonna use concrete. I could just use these. It's a bit much, but I think the texture might look good. Let's just see what it looks like if we just fill it up here. I'll just double these walls. Maybe I can use a different set of rocks too. Now, in the original game, what they did was they actually had the walls kind of peek up a little bit. It's an interesting choice. We might do the same thing here to kind of help show where the walls are, and also just save a little bit. We might be doing that. If you have watched this far, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And let me know if you are planning to build your own vault later on. Hopefully a bit more ambitious than what I'm doing here. And again, Beefy Lettuce's huge vault. It's absolutely amazing. If I'm capable, I will put up some screenshots of it, so you can see. It's fantastic. Okay, I don't mind that. It is kind of true to the original in a neat way. So let's go with that for now. And we're gonna fill in the sides like so. It's the first time I'm kind of happy with how those look. I guess you can fill it in here too in order to make it look a bit more random. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we have the entrance, we have just the next one, and then there's gonna be some walls on the inside. Let's see, what kind of walls are we gonna go with? I could use these. I would use these if they didn't have the orange line, but the orange line I feel is too strong. Yeah, it's not as versatile as I'd like to. I'd love if they had this black piece right here with just black. That would be amazing too. Now we could use these, but the original isn't really, it's not really black. Not at all. So I wonder, I'm gonna try to bring it up a little bit more on my second screen here so I can see it properly. Bear with me. It's also possible to zoom in here. That's true. Okay. Those are just like off-white walls, but we have nothing like that. I think the solution here is to, let's try a little bit of white and black together. We'll see. We'll see how we like that. If we don't like it, we'll change it. Oh, no, that's definitely not where it is. I'm gonna set it back a step here. Give some room for the players. And there's definitely some windows on the side there. Oh yeah, look at that. Those are pretty cool. Ah, 3 would be more true to life, but again, I want to keep this as tight as possible. So I'm just gonna go with that. Is that sufficient? Yeah, it's close enough. Let's see here. And there's all sorts of things, but I think that will be more true to what I'm looking for. Might change our minds later on that. Just don't like the inside P. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. I'm gonna change it. Let's see. Let's see. Huh. None of these pieces feel great for it. Unless I were to use this and then cover up the stripe somehow. Let's see here. Are we aligned? Yep, we are. Okay. I'm gonna go one step further here. Huh. I guess we are gonna do 3 here. We'll see. We will see. Oh! Ah, I thought I was noticing something there. There we are. And then, of course... like that. Okay. Double here, maybe? There we go. And this one has a... it's coming out right here. And then there's a wall here. Ooh. Oh, okay, I see. I see. I think what we'll do here is we're gonna reset it one step back, like so, and that solves all of our problems. And then put down some floors, and we'll have to expand this. I think there's an elevator over there. Yeah. Wish we had elevators in TaleSpire. That would be nice. Definitely feel like I might be changing the floor here. But, this is a speed build, isn't it? Let's see. Now, if you were to use this map and against all odds the players would recognize the vault, and please tell me in the comments below. It would make my day. I mean, if you haven't played the original Fallout, do yourself a favor and give it a try. It is an absolutely wonderful experience, I think. I think it still holds up. Feels weird to be talking about a computer game and it's like an old thing. I mean, I remember when old computer games were new, regardless of how old they were. They could be from the 80s and they would still feel new because they were computer games. There weren't a lot of them around. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, I'm gonna bring in that piece right there. Yep. That's a pretty good representation right there. Yeah, I still don't like that orange stripe, but what are we gonna do? Okay. bring in this one, and we also have this dark piece here. I love this. I wish we could just have this as a 4x1 wall. That would be perfect. And I think maybe we do this here. It feels a bit more integrated into everything else. The original is one window. I don't think we have anything like that, no. So we'll just have to be okay with splitting it up. There's also technically a window on the right side. It's much smaller than this, but that is a bit more true to the original. But for the sake of clarity, I'm gonna ignore that. I think it will read better for the players if we keep it to what I'm doing now. Okay, almost done here. There we are. Yeah, it's not a 1x1, but it's not too terrible. Oh, there is actually a. Can we? It's a small indent here. It's an odd indent, really. Very oddly placed. But I think keeping it in will make for a more authentic experience. Okay. And oh no, we also have the elevator. Let's solve that with some of these. It's actually a pretty chunky elevator. Gonna use those. Ah, there we go. I can just zoom in here. How easy was that? You can see how different they are. Great. Maybe that is more accurate. It's funny because these maps were done in 2D, so you never would see the inside of these walls, for example. It's kind of interesting to see that now, this many years later. I think I'm gonna go with that for inside instead. And technically, that is more. Oh. I see. There we go on the inside here. I want this to be. Yeah, there you are. This is not the most important piece, considering that we won't really have an elevator. But here we are. And now I think it's time to find a more accurate flooring. Could use these. I always find, oh, something like this might be a bit. Like these work too. And those, they would be fine. Maybe those are the right ones. This is a smaller version of the big one, but let's see here. This is from the the whole set. Yeah. I think that will feel more true to the original. I'm gonna bring that in for this floor as well. But I might leave them, I don't know yet, but I might leave them with big tiles in the middle here, just to give it a little bit of difference. Doesn't look too bad. Here we can actually extend this. We might be able to find something to fill this shaft with. But for now, we are going to make this an actual elevator shaft. Let's see here. I'm just gonna get rid of these. That's fun. And maybe one more round. Nope. And there we are. Alright. I guess we don't need these tiles either. Might as well go light on the tiles. Make this run beautifully on everyone's computers. Okay, which doors shall we use? We have the glass doors that actually open up like the real deal. That is nice. Whew. I might just go with the glass for those doors. And then use this door over here. Oh no. Okay. There we are. That, well, maybe it looks a bit better if I set it in a step. Yeah, that'll cause a nice little shadow underneath here, like that. Don't like those blue beams here as much, so we will use these beams instead. That'll help a bit. And then I'm gonna put a glass door here. If we're using that glass there, then we might as well use this, shouldn't we? Or is that too bright? I guess it depends on what kind of feel you... If you want it to look super high-tech, then it does work. It's definitely very different than the original, but I kind of like that there's some color to it. That is kind of nice. Can we also bring in this somehow? No. No, we can't. Can we do it that way? Okay. That totally eliminates the blue sheen. Interesting. Oh. I might just keep that for now. Is there any... Is there anything we could... I mean, this one kind of works. Kind of make that same feeling of windows that are... Yeah, I think that's important to have included here. We're gonna go with it. We might also use... Yeah, maybe. Nah, we need it to be as wide as possible there. Make it look like there is enough window to be similar to the original. Alright. Okay. Righty then. Hey, that is coming along faster than I was hoping for. We might be done here in no time. Okay, I'm gonna fill in this as well. Let's see here. I'm gonna fill this in too. Oh no. barely peeks through. I will allow it. And oh, that is going to peek through. We're gonna have to find a solution for that. Is that gonna peek through as well? It is! Oh no! Oh no! Actually, that's pretty easy to solve. We just reinforce these walls a little bit with an extra layer. And that's pretty well solved. Now we can fill the gaps in here with these. I think that will come off as working just fine. The same here. Oh, I can't because it's not here. Ah, I see now. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, there's a computer on that side. Okay. I'll find something to cover it up with. Let's see here. Okay, so we're going out one further than I intended on this side, so let's see here. Just gonna bring this around. This isn't needed, but I find that when you accidentally click your way around, it just helps to still have a good idea of where you are, so I am just including it. For everyone's benefit. I'm gonna put these ones in. Like so. Oh. And over here. Don't need to do much with that, but we will need some bedrock under here. And here again. And I'm just holding down shift now. Just navigating my way around. Using A and D and S and W to place things where I want them. Does this work? No. No, it does not. Okay, but that's okay because we have cavern tiles that will serve us. Well, there we are. This is unnecessary, by the way. Don't do this. It's not... You don't need to. But I need to, because of OCD. This is my meditation. And finally, we just drop one in there. Bleh. Bleh. Alright. Actually, I can fill that in with a little black piece here. That works. Alright, let's also put these. Beautiful. Gonna fill that in here. All I'm doing now is I'm just trying to imagine if I had built this in real life, what would I want it to look like? And it will probably have a base like this to keep everything together. So that's what I'm building. And we're almost done. There we are. Now we have a good structure. You do not need to do this. You do not need to do this at all. Now even seeing you know what? You know what? I think we need to go all the way here, so yeah. But that's easy. That's just filling in a square. That won't take long, because we know all the things. Oh, and where they go. There we are. Let's build out this wall a little bit. And here we can fill this in. I feel so much better afterwards getting all of this up and running. Okay, yeah, nice square, nice and square board. Just what I wanted. Okay. Now the interior of the vault. Of course, you could go like all white sciencey on the inside. That is also possible. Looking at what we have here, we have some. Are those beds? Are they sleeping in there? It looks very sterile. Got some chairs here and some computers. Yeah, I think we can make something similar-ish out of it. I wonder if we could make a little something on the side here that resembles both the grooves. It's tough. You could use this. That's at least something. And then have a piece like this one or this one. Maybe a combination. On the outside. Or even this concrete here. I mean, I'm actually very surprised I haven't used any concrete. I totally expect to be using quite a bit of it. I do like that. Maybe just on the side here. Then have it sticking up like in the original. I don't even know why. Oh, I think. What even is that? What even is that? Yeah. Does it open up and swallow the big? Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Let's see here. Definitely think we need to have at least one skeleton on the outside. Like in the original. Maybe we even have him up here so he's a little bit more visible. And we add a few more for, you know, reference. Let's bring in a few more rocks, for example. What do we have here? Let's go to nature and scroll around. Just give a little bit of interest to the outside here. It's not necessary, but I like it when things have a little bit more variety to it. So. Okay, and what else can we add from? A little bit of variety in the rock here. Break things up a little bit. Let's try that. And what about that new piece? Isn't that here? There's a new, like, rock piece that blocks things. I do love this one. But it's not really a cave out here, is it? So use sparingly. Oh, that can actually break things up a little bit. It almost doesn't look like rock even, it just looks like, yeah, general variations of things. Okay. What else can we do on this? Oh yeah, definitely need one of these out here. There we are. Okay. Maybe some shrubs. There we are. We can also use these rocks to create a little bit of interest and break things up. The outside here. And giving it a little color is okay. I mean, I know it's Fallout, but I think there are cactus growing still in the game. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But I can't resist placing one or two. That might be pushing it. Okay, fine. Okay. Where are we? Oh. It's a nice dead tree. It can tell a story. Yeah, maybe not too many. And coal? No. So many good pieces in here, but it always takes time being aware of them. For example, I definitely think we can use some of these in here and keep things intact for how it originally was intended. Like so. We also have these chests are just great. I love them. So let's place them where you can't see them. Maybe they were there all along. Who knows? Let's put some of these here. And where did there they went? I guess they didn't have any lockers. There really should be some lockers in this map, so for that reason I'm gonna place a couple. I mean, hold on. There definitely needs to be a locker right here. That is demanded by law. Okay. And then I think we can agree at least a handful of lockers on the side here would make total sense to have. And then we can just add a few boxes here and there. For long-term storage. Hold down Alt to rotate it slightly. And these are also great because they can be used to hide places of interest. So maybe there's a very hardcore side table here. Yep. Let's see if would that look better. Maybe it does. Maybe a little bit. And there we are. You can also use the backwards approach with these. Yeah, let's do that. And these are also great. I do love those. You can just add a little bit of detailing to an otherwise very stale. Is there anything else we should do here? Probably not, but I'd love to see something more on the floors. Here's where we can vary things a little bit here and there. Let's see what this would look like right now. Okay. Could be much worse. I think it's reasonably recognizable. I wonder if lighting could help it a little bit. For example, right now, let's see here, we're gonna crank the field of view to isometric so that we have something a bit closer to the original. Of course, if we went with night, we would start to see like more of a blue sheen like it originally is, but no, I don't know. Hold on, if we crank up the exposure. Yeah, I definitely think I like the daytime even then. Like you can do it that way, of course. It's kind of neat. Does remind me a little bit of how things look. Maybe we have this as an alternative. Let's see, fog density, default sky, exposure. Because when I go out of this now, I won't have it anymore. So, okay. Let's see what we can do. So we have daytime. Let's see what we can do with daytime here. Daytime I just wanted to look dry. Crank this up a little bit. Do we bleach it? Maybe a tad. Isolated red. We want the opposite of isolated red. Maybe add a little bit of warmth to that, yeah. And we give the do we have a desert? We don't have a desert? Space, swamp. Actually, it doesn't matter because I have an audio setup where you can't hear the sound for some reason. So, okay. I'm gonna place this block right here. I'm gonna save it. And then we're going to switch to nighttime. I'm gonna see here. I think this needs to be straight up as it would be in the original. Do we do a frozen on it? That does give it a little bit more of that blue tint. Not too much, but a little bit. Bring down the fog here. I did like this photo one better than this. Oh, look at that. I mean, this is where you can spend days and days and days. but I'm going to try to adjust it where you can see the vault easily, like so. Is that the best we can do? I'll have all the light right on the door. Oh, that's better. Yeah, almost straight up there. Okay. Let's create a block for that. I'm gonna put it back here and save and close. Then we have an inside and an outside. Okay. Close that. And I think our adventure is drawing to a close. I can't think of too many other things that I would want to add to the outside. Maybe some oil barrels. And maybe some debris of various kinds. There should be something here. Oh, what are these? I like the thought of having a very small little fence here. Just a little bit of detailing, and then don't we need some of this? Yeah. Maybe there was more here? Yeah. Let's go with that. Quick time skip here. I ran out of time, so I had to come back to this, but I have now created 2 maps for you that I will share. What I did was I added a little bit of light to the original map. So here we have a hide volume, giving some highlight to the door itself, as well as just a few placed lights here and there to create interest around places of importance and just give it, you know, a slightly more vault-like feel. And this version is the operational version, and I've also created a abandoned version where something went wrong. Or it could just be a different vault altogether that the players discover and explore. Here I've ripped out anything that was working and replaced it with just dead screens or nothing at all. And maybe there are raiders who have stayed around, maybe they're still here, maybe they're gone. It's up to you, but using these 2 vaults as either 2 different vaults or maybe the same vault at different points in time, that's up to you. I'd be very interested in hearing what you do with it if you use this map as a starting point, or if you use either style to create a larger vault. As you see, it's not that hard to create a vault, and you could expand this type of map very quickly, very easily, using the same type of palette. I will leave a link to these 2 maps so you can use them, but also this palette itself so that you have access to it and you can just make your own vaults. And I'd love to see if you do that. That's all I have for now. Thank you for sticking with me throughout the entire video. And of course, don't forget to check out the other maps as well. There are some really cool Wasteland, Fallout maps on TalesTavern. I've created a collection and I'm gonna leave a link to it in the description below so that you can go and check it out. There are some absolutely amazing maps there that will allow you to run a wasteland or Fallout campaign with relative ease. And of course, I hope that you will continue to explore TaleSpire and build your own wasteland maps. If you do, just let me know and I'll add your map to the collection as well. That's all for now, and I hope you have a good time in the wasteland. Thanks for watching.